Hey there, Yanis, and anybody who's following along. So I've spent about 10 minutes after the call trying to think through. There was something wrong with it for me. It just didn't make sense. It was too thin on details. And when I went and tried to sort of parse this out, I'm more and more convinced that this is possibly, I don't want to call somebody fraudulent, but I did a bit of digging. So here's the course, here's the screener that he's given me. So, okay, let's have a look at that. So if we skip across here, visual thinking, how to take sketch notes and synthesize content. Now, you might remember, if you were listening in on the course, that the call, that he talked about this course, and he gave me some clear details. If I have a look at my notes here, where are we? The big note thing here. So I asked him, what was the course? What was involved in it? So number one, he said it was pre-recorded and you'd jump off to YouTube. Now that strikes me as bullshit, because why would anybody have a course platform like this? I know I'm loading these things onto YouTube, but like if you have a proper course, there's no chance you're going to do that, or I wouldn't have thought so. Number two, he talks about testing knowledge. So there were exams. Where are there exams, I asked. Yes, there's something to test your knowledge. Well, I've looked all the way through this, and there's absolutely nothing in here that says there's an exam involved. He talked about the way that they taught you about how to present, host a meeting, and how to communicate visually. And there's nothing on that in here, right? Like about the class, closed projects, sketch notes, handwriting, all this. So there's nothing in there on that. How to make simple sketches, they're probably in there somewhere, basic drawing techniques. And so I'm just struggling to see that this is true. He mentioned in there that it was $30, then over in the screener, if we come back here, where are we? 15 to 20, so there's some discrepancies there. I might let that slide normally, but anyway, then I thought about it, and I've said this before, it's very hard these days to get these screeners, but is this AI generated? So I went across and I pasted that into GPT-0, and we've got a highly confident hit that this text was AI generated. It's hard to eliminate people entirely on that these days, because so many people are using it. If their English language, written language is bad, or not bad, but maybe they don't feel good about it, they will typically go and rewrite it. But all of this coming together just makes me think that this is nonsense, and that maybe I don't know if he's bought it or not, but that story, I'm going to erase that from my memory. I'm not going to capture any more information on it. We don't need it for this one here. And for those of you who are watching this series at home, it happens, right? I've put down a screener up front. I've done my very best to try and eliminate this. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I've gone back to the user interviews people and flagged this to them. I'll see what they say, because if they come and they remove him from the research as well, it will confirm my suspicions. But for the purposes of our research, we do not want this story in here. It doesn't have the detail. It could well be a sort of, I don't want to call it fraudulent, but it could be a misrepresentation in terms of the story. So adding this into the research is not going to help us. So we'll get the old Men in Black flashy light thing. Don't keep your sunglasses on. Erase the fact that that was ever part of the screener in the first place, and we'll move on and look for something else that can help us to fix this puzzle up and sort it out. So, cheers.